Okay, so welcome everybody to this week's Akashic Tune In to tune up your life. And this is your weekly practice. Now, this is either recorded or live, and I am coming live this week and next week at 9:30 to support you with your Akashic record connection with your practice, to build up this relationship with your guides, to build up your confidence with connecting in with your Akashic records. And I'm inspired always by the Akashic Oracle card deck, although this week it's not with the weekly guidance. I got firm instruction to look at our shadow aspects, our shadow love, and where are we with our shadow connection, and are we fully integrating our shadow into our awareness, and are we accepting our shadow as part of who we are, because that is ideally and ultimately the whole aspect of us, and loving all aspects of us is going to include the shadow. And the shadow is the aspect of us that is usually repressed, it is hidden away because it represents a quality, a behavior that is deemed by society, by family, as unacceptable, as not the right thing to demonstrate or to do. And so we suppress that part of ourselves, even though it's a natural part of who we are. And it can come out in different ways. And I've written some notes because I like to educate also with these sessions before we go into the Akashic records. And so the shadow self can come through as being denied and repressed, which I would imagine quite a lot of us probably do. We avoid looking at that aspect or admitting that that's part of us. And normally what we will find is if we see a quality within somebody else, a personality trait that we really do not like, chances are that's part of our shadow as well. It's just being reflected back to us, and it makes us feel very uncomfortable, and we really don't like that part about somebody. But chances are, yes, it's part of who we are as well. And I think once we admit that to ourselves, and we do a little bit of shadow work, and we start to work with the shadow and realize that actually it's not anything to be ashamed of, it's not anything to be guilty in having that aspect of us, because we can't be all light. We're living on a planet of duality, so we've got to hold shades of light and dark, because we're human. That's part of the human experience. And so once we kind of get our heads around that, and it's like, okay, it's actually okay to have a shadow, then things start to kind of heal probably quicker. We may not be so self-critical with ourselves, or as I say, we won't deny and repress that part, which could show up as stuck energy in your physical body. So there might be some physical ailments that are connected to the suppression of the shadow. We also may project that trait onto other people because we don't want to admit that we've got it. So we unknowingly can project that onto other people. So if, we really don't like judgy people, it might be that we are quite judgmental of others as well, So there could be that, or, perhaps you have a selfish or lazy streak, and that'll be something that you don't like in somebody else. And that's hit home with me. So that's really interesting. So there's clearly something for me with my shadow there. Not saying that I really don't like lazy people. I know that there's a lazy aspect to me, but I'm constantly kind of trying to keep things tidy and getting frustrated with people that are not as tidy as me. And I'm not sure if I judge them lazy or not. I think I just get annoyed. I don't think I'll go to the label stage, but there could be that aspect within me as well. And then we may compensate. We may overly emphasize a trait within us to overcompensate and hide that other aspect. So it might be that we might feel weak in some way. And so what we can do is then come across as this very strong, domineering almost, and maybe even aggressive kind of personality, because deep inside there's an aspect of us that feels weak. So we can overcompensate instead. So these are the different ways that the shadow can come through. And the usual traits that are connected to the shadow, and I've got a list here, because what I want you to do is I want you to listen to this list, and I want you to see, and you may want to close your eyes as you listen to this list, because this is what you're going to work with when we go into the Akashic Records. So close your eyes for me, and I want you to just listen to all of these traits and just see if there's any body reaction or any judgment or word that comes into your mind, because that's going to be an indicator this is the one that you need to work with. And this is done without any judgment. So don't be judgmental of yourself by doing this exercise. Okay, so close your eyes. Jealousy and envy, greed, lust, pride and arrogance, fear and cowardice, guilt and shame, selfishness, deceitfulness, sloth or laziness, vengefulness, judgmental attitudes, and intolerance and prejudice. I don't think I've said that last word right. Prejudice. I know I've not said that right, but you know what I mean. So out of those 12, which one did you feel the kind of most reaction to? And that might have been, that's not me. That's the one that you need to go and look at. If it was kind of like an overemphasis of that's definitely not me, then just be curious, be open about this. So using whatever the one was, and you might find that there was a couple on the list. That's okay. Just pick one that you would like to work with today, because you can come back and work with other aspects of your shadow, because you're going to have more than one trait, of course. And the kind of what this allows us to do, and I just want you to kind of just tune into this, what this allows you to do is to bring this love aspect to that part of us, wherever that is being held. So that might have been judgment. I know judgmental thing is for me, for sure. So wherever that judgment is being held, we can bring some love to that. But what it also promotes is to step into our authentic self. And we don't need to keep this mask up. We don't need to repress and deny and project and overcompensate. We can just start to breathe and relax and accept who we are, shadow parts, you know, as well. You know, this is the type of stuff they should teach at school, you know what I mean? But better late than never in terms of like us accepting, you know, who we all are. So I've spoken for long enough. So I'm hoping that you're finding this useful in terms of understanding more about the shadow. And you know, essentially what it does is it allows you just to accept all of you, and it really supports with a wholeness. And it could absolutely release stuck energy and help with some, you know, physical ailments that are going on and out. Because, you know, when we suppress things and we don't admit things to ourselves because of, that's stored away in the body and stored away in the mind. And it's gonna make itself known in some way. Okay, so palms facing upwards. This is our cue. Our body cue, knowing that we're going to relax quite quickly so we can get into the records to work with our shadow and work with that particular trait that pinged for you. So when you're ready, close your eyes. Placing the backs of the hands on the tops of the thighs. I want you just to now just relax. Bring yourself back into center. Back into the physical body, just bringing the awareness to your feet, the sitting bones on the chair, the backs of the hands on the tops of the thighs, your back being supported by the furniture. Just really bringing your awareness into the body, Perhaps noticing if the body feels comfortable, if there's any aches or pains that are there, just recognizing it, accepting and acknowledging that they are there. And then when you're ready, take a big deep breath in. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events, bringing that beautiful golden energy deep into the heart space, breathing in that golden light, your soul light, all the way back to you. And on the out breath, just relaxing the shoulders, allowing your body to soften, to perhaps get heavy, feeling more settled in the chair. As you listen to my voice, your body will become more and more relaxed. And then take another big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathing the golden light deep into your chest, into the heart chakra. And on the out breath, releasing any energy that's not yours, anything picked up from the collective, anything that's planetary, anything that's lower astral, releasing everything on the out breath from this point forward back to divine source. And then one more time, take a big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathing your golden light deep into the solar plexus. Breathe that light now down into the stomach, activating the chakras and opening up that beautiful light within the physical body. And on the out breath, just releasing any insecurities, any fears, anything that may just have popped up, knowing that you're going to connect in with the shadow aspect of yourself. We release that on the out breath back to divine source. And your body elemental knows to continue this cycle of breath, breathing in peace and calmness. And on the out breath, releasing any negativity, anything that doesn't serve you or support you anymore. Bring your awareness to your feet and start to imagine thick, strong silver roots coming from the soles of your feet, heading down towards the heart of Mother Earth through all of the different levels and layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. And eventually your silver roots find the heart of Mother Earth, represented by that beautiful large crystal. Sense, feel, know, imagine. What kind of crystal is beating there before you? That beautiful glow of light, her heartbeat, and the crystalline energy and the glow that comes from it. What color, what type of crystal presents itself today? Wrap your silver roots around that crystal. And as you do, you may feel a connection in your own heart space as you connect your heart with hers. A click, an expansion. Perhaps nothing at all, and that's perfect. Just know that you are now wrapping your silver roots around the heart of Mother Earth. And the crystalline energy transfers into your roots. And your roots drink up that crystalline energy, bringing up this beautiful grounded earthedness, energy, and sensation. Allowing this crystalline energy to come into the roots and into the feet. And that energy now moves up through the physical body, cleansing, clearing, realigning all of your chakras, your meridians, your nadis, all organs, bones, blood, all aspects of your physical body, your energetic DNA, all taking on this light from the heart of Mother Earth. Just notice how much more settled you feel, grounded and at peace. We now call in your team in spirit, beings of 100% pure love and light only, to step into the space with you. These will be guides of all kinds, all types. And as they step closer to you, you perhaps can start to feel a shift of energy around you, a temperature change, a tingling. We ask for your ego to now step out of the physical body and leave the room, which they're quite happy to do because they know that they'll be back soon enough. But knowing that the ego has now left, all guidance, insights, wisdom that are shared with you today will be from your higher self, your guides, and not the subconscious mind. We call in the 6 archangels to hold you in angelic white light, with Archangel Michael now stepping in behind you, Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Raphael to your right. We invite Archangel Uriel to take a place in front of you. And Archangel Sandalphon, please bring up the crystalline grid of the earth. Just imagine yourself stepping onto a fiery silver white grid of light as you connect in with Middle Earth and all of the beautiful elemental energies that reside there. And Archangel Metatron, bring down a crystalline golden fiery grid of white light. Above our heads, Archangel Metatron brings down this beautiful grid from Divine Source, bringing this energy through the roof of the home that you're in, the ceiling of the room that you're in, and placing that grid on the top of the head. And threads of light now pour down into your physical body, out into your auric field, filling up every aspect of your multidimensional being with fiery white golden light. Allow it to move down through the body and out into the room that you sit within, cleansing and clearing, transforming, transmuting all that doesn't serve you. Archangel Metatron, take a space above our heads, completing this angelic sphere of white light. You are now held above and below with your spirit team, holding space for you. Now start to bring your awareness to your third eye, the point between your eyebrows. Start to notice, sense, feel, imagine a purple portal of light there before you. And that purple portal of light expands and it grows till eventually you can step through it. And as you do, you find yourself in front of a large door. On this door are your details, your full name, date of birth, place of birth. Once you sense, feel, know, or imagine those details there, place your hand upon the door handle and open the door to your Akashic records. Take a step into your cosmic library and allow the door to shut gently behind you. Take a few more steps forward and just become accustomed with this space. Perhaps noticing if anything has shifted, changed. Does it feel different? Do you know that it's different? Perhaps it feels the same. All is perfect. Your Akashic record keepers step in beside you. And they know that you're here to do some beautiful integrative work today with your shadow. And they lead you down to the long, large table in the middle of your library. And as you follow your guides, you can see upon the table there's a large book open at today's page. This is your present lifetime book that has been consistently updated with all of the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, the deeds that you do, everything being recorded in its own way. Just pull the book towards you. Just feel the connection beneath your hands to your present lifetime and all of the experiences that you've had so far. Perhaps notice what the book looks like. Perhaps it's changed from last time. We are constantly evolving and growing, so these etheric spaces and realms grow with us. They expand, they update. This is normal. And then push the book slightly back and step away from the table. And just think about that particular aspect of your shadow that perhaps you repress, that you project, or maybe overcompensate. Bring it to your mind, bring it to your body. And we ask for now that aspect of your shadow to form as a figure in front of you. This is the representation of that attribute. And this might not be something that feels comfortable or looks desirable. And that's okay. This is part of your shadow. But I want you to smile at this aspect, this figure that has shown up. Perhaps you have to kneel down because it's quite small. But call this part of your shadow to you. And hold out your hands. Just notice what this part of your shadow does. Does it step forward to be held, to be connected with, or does it shy away? Just notice or sense, feel. And just let your shadow, this part of your shadow, know that it's okay. It's okay to be seen. It's okay to be held. That this part of your shadow isn't going to be judged. In fact, this part of our shadow is actually going to receive love. So just encourage this part of your shadow, this figure, to step closer. Make it known that you welcome them. Despite perhaps any feelings that you may have, the uncomfortableness. Pull your shadow forward. And when you're ready, embrace it. Give it a big hug. Let them know it's okay to be seen. Let them know that they are loved or accepted at least. And as you hold this part of your shadow, maybe get a sense of when you started to maybe work against the shadow, to reject or hide the shadow. Can you get a sense of that information, whether it was this lifetime, maybe what age, Perhaps reasons why you decided to reject this part of you. Was it conditioning? Was it family beliefs? Just see what you can acknowledge and discover as you hold your shadow. This may be a feeling, it may be an image, a thought. And what we're doing here is we're just integrating the information. And with that integration and the understanding, we accept, we heal. And then we invite Archangel Raphael to now step into the Akashic records with you. And Archangel Raphael steps closer to both of you. And he opens up his wings. And he gently places them around both of you. In a beautiful, loving, healing embrace. You can feel the unconditional love that this angel has for you, for all aspects of you. This supports your shadow understanding what unconditional love feels like. And we're just going to allow whatever healing from whatever timeline, lifetime, universal dimension that needs to be activated with Archangel Raphael. We request that now. Just allowing the healing, all aspects of you and your shadow to integrate within Archangel Raphael's embrace, within his wings, within his space. And just notice how perhaps you're softening and your shadow is more accepting to be seen, to be held, perhaps relaxed in the embrace, knowing it is safe to be seen, to be held, to be loved. Just allow yourself to receive this healing from Archangel Raphael in your Akashic records, knowing all knowledge and wisdom will be updated. Any limiting beliefs, agreements, programming, conditioning, illusions, imprints, connected with your shadow and the integration, the acceptance of your shadow are now released back to divine source light. And then Archangel Raphael steps back, opening up his wings wide. And then just notice as you step back from your shadow, do they feel or look, or do you just know that they are different now? Perhaps you feel more connected to this aspect of yourself. Maybe there is less shame, less guilt. Knowing that you have enhanced your authenticity just a little bit more. Knowing that you have integrated more of your shadow that supports you on your journey in this lifetime. Thanking Archangel Raphael and your guides. We invite that shadow figure now to step forward into your physical body and just allow it to integrate whatever it stepped into, knowing that it is fully accepted, acknowledged, and loved. Thanking your guides in the records. Now head back towards the door of your cosmic library. When you're ready, open the door and step out of your Akashic records. Out loud or in your mind, I want you to now say, I now close my Akashic records. Head towards the purple portal of light there before you. And when you're ready, step through the purple portal of light. And in your own time, start to bring yourself back round into the room that you're in, rubbing your feet upon the floor, rubbing your hands on your thighs. And we're just waking the body up. We're just integrating the healing. And as I always say, just make sure you drink lots of water over the next 24 hours, at least 2 liters of water, because you will continue to flush whatever needs to be flushed in relation to this integration, this healing, this acceptance. And your higher self and guides will manage the process. You don't need to do anything, but you may find that there is shifts of energy. You might feel slightly different, and that's okay. Get your journal out. Reach out to me if you've got questions, but get your journal out and just notice, what's coming up for me. And do that without judgment. It's just a great way of just reflecting and bringing self-awareness to how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what's coming up for you. It's a great way to get it out of the mind, out of the body. Okay, so let me know how you found that. And go easy with yourself, and absolutely do repeat this particular session for different aspects of the different qualities. What I'll do is I'll come back and I'll put in the post those different elements, different characteristics, so you've got a list of them, and then you can repeat this and go in and meet that different aspect of your shadow and see what the figure looks like and witness it and then integrate it. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Do let me know, and I will be back on next week at 9:30 to share another Akashic tune-in. So love and blessings, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.